you? Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
I don't know. That question should be simple, but somehow it's become the most complicated one to answer. We've been taught to answer it in pieces. Our name, our job, our age, as if that's all we are. As if a few labels could capture a whole human being. But we are so much more complex than that. None of those are really you. They are just things you've been given, that the people who know of you but don't actually know you see. Things that sit on the surface, like the material on a bag, but what about the inside? We live in a world that loves boxes. It feels safer that way, easier to organize, so we sort people. By job, by gender, by location, by category, and we do it to ourselves too. We mistake roles for identity. We say what we are, not who. And the more we do it, the more we forget. But there was a time you knew better. Before the world gave you a name. Before you learned what was acceptable. Before you started asking, what do people want me to be? You just were.
Vad gör du, Viktor? Kör du bil? Ja.
As kids, we much more live in the moment. That's why we could go from happy to sad so quick. It was before we were taught all the restrictions and rules of the world. That's why a chair could be a whole stage. Our imagination, our creativity, our belief in what we were and what we could be was so strong. But slowly, as we grew older and learned how we were supposed to walk through life, these sides of us slowly drained away. And maybe that's where the real you still lives. Not in the job description, not in the birth certificate, but in the inner child, the one who still exists somewhere underneath all the expectations. Maybe who you are isn't something to build. Maybe it's something to uncover, something that was always there, before the noise, before the pressure, before the performance. Maybe you're the way you treat people when no one's watching, the feeling you leave in a room after you're gone, the things you create when no one's asking you to, the dreams that scare you and excite you at the same time. Maybe who you are isn't something that can be explained. Only felt. Maybe that's the point. We spend our lives trying to define ourselves with words that will never be big enough. But maybe the real you isn't in the label. Maybe it's in the silence between all of them.